The left always claims to want to start a conversation, a created dialogue, claiming that people will never address or overcome their differences unless they talk about those differences. Except, all those conversations seem to disintegrate into shouting matches, name-calling, and accusations of racism and bigotry if you dare disagree with them. They only care about your opinions as long as they share them. If not, well then you're the enemy and you should be shunned. Yes, indeed, bigotry and racism are bad, that is, unless one happens to be Republican, conservative, white, or any other label deemed inappropriate by the PC police on the left, as evidenced by recent interactions between openly gay U.S. Olympic figure skater Adam Rippon. According to a report published by USA Today on Wednesday, a member of Pence's staff reached out to the U.S. Olympic Committee to set up a conversation between the 58-year-old politician and the 28-year-old athlete back in January 2018. A request that USA Today claims happened after Rippon stated he preferred to skip the standard meet-and-greet event between Team USA athletes and the American delegation, which is being led by Pence for this year's opening ceremony. Christine Brennan reports in USA Today, Vice President Pence is set to arrive in Pyeongchang, South Korea, soon to lead the official U.S. delegation to the 2018 Winter Olympic opening ceremony. He was so concerned about the criticism he received from U.S. Olympic figure skater Adam Rippon that his staff went to the extraordinary length of asking the U.S. Olympic Committee to set up a conversation between the two, an offer Rippon turned down. The spat between the vice president and the figure skater began when I asked Rippon last month about Pence's selection for the ceremonial role. "You mean Mike Pence, the same Mike Pence that funded gay conversion therapy? I'm not buying it," Rippon said. Except Pence never funded gay conversion therapy of any variety, nor has he stated any intention or interest in doing so. Many gay rights advocates point to a statement made in 2000 during Pence's congressional campaign on his website where he states his belief that Congress should reauthorize a law funding HIV/AIDS treatment, but resources should be directed toward those institutions which provide assistance to those seeking to change their UAL behavior. Pence is a known Christian conservative and his beliefs following accordingly. Clearly, anyone not with them without question is against them. Naturally, this makes Rippon some sort of leftist icon for refusing to speak to Pence. According to Rippon, he turned down an offer to meet with Pence after going on a public diatribe against Pence for his position on gay rights. Jared Egan, the vice president's deputy chief of staff and communications director, denied that such a meeting request was ever made or extended to Rippon in a statement. The USA Today report is false and should be corrected. The vice president's office did not reach out to set up a conversation with Mr. Rippon. As we've said before, the vice president is supporting all the U.S. athletes in the Olympics and is hoping they all win medals, but this story is just not accurate. Naturally, Rippon could not leave this alone and took to Instagram along with openly gay American freestyle skier Gus Kenworthy. The gay duo shared their snapshot on the respective social media accounts. Kenworthy shared his with the caption reading, "The opening ceremony is a wrap and the 2018 Winter Olympic Games are officially underway. I feel incredibly honored to be here in Korea competing for the US and am so proud to be representing the LGBTQ community alongside this amazing guy. Eat your heart out, Pence." Team Usgay Kenworthy also took to Twitter to share pictures of him laying a big smooch on Rippon along with the caption, "We're here. Work we're. Get used to it." At AdRip Olympics opening ceremony, Pence also responded to USA Today's latest report on Wednesday, taking a cue from President Donald Trump's playbook and calling the claims fake news with a tweet stating, "Headed to the Olympics to cheer on Team USA." One reporter trying to distort 18-year-old non's story to sow seeds of division. "We won't let that happen. FAKENEWS. Our athletes are the best in the world and we are for all of them. TEAMUSA." It just never seems to occur to many in the gay community that this sort of forced acceptance of their deviant lifestyles is what many object to. Naked gay men marching in parades and shoving what goes on in the bedrooms in front of small children simply does not compute as wrong to many of these people, as they find ever more ways to parade the perversion for all to see, demanding all accept it as normal. Rippon told USA Today, "If it were before my event, I would absolutely not go out of my way to meet somebody who I felt has gone out of the way to not only show that they aren't a friend of a gay person but that they think that they're sick," Rippon told USA Today. I would go out of my way to meet somebody like that. As far as the blatant in-your-face queer parade on social media by Ripon and Kenworthy, well, Pence acted with grace and class, treating it like the rubbish it is and not dignifying it with any sort of response at all. For the web powered by Zergnet, this figure skating move was too provocative for the Olympics. Olympic figure skater handles wardrobe malfunction perfectly. The real reason you don't hear about Leanne Rimes anymore: snowboarder breaks his neck in terrifying crash at Olympics. Here's who Jackie Kennedy thought had her husband killed. The real reason: Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux split.